This is the latest version of Stegodon Death Knight, and it looks to fix the biggest problem of earlier versions of the deck, which is that the deck just be overwhelmed by too much early game from our opponent. If you think about dropping a Stegodon on turn 6 or turn 7, when your opponent already has an established board and you've been taking a lot of face damage, you can potentially just lose before you really get to do what your deck is trying to do with the Bone Chill Stegodons, Endbringer Umbra, as well as the Awakener of Souls. The way that this deck attempts to address that is by running a dragon package in the form of gift-wrapped Whelp, Petal Peddler, Portal Vanguard, also adding a little bit of card draw to the deck, and Whelp of the Infinite. Along with the Creature of Madness, this gives the deck enough early game to be able to fight for the board and survive as we get towards the mid game. It is an Elise deck. The location from Elise can give us some valuable healing and removal, as well as corpses to power our Exarch Maladar. And then we get into the Bone Chill Stegodon stuff. So the general idea of the deck is we're just going to survive early, and if we survive to the point that the Bone Chill Stegodon starts to come down, we really just win the game from there based on the power of the Bone Chill Stegodon when followed up by Awakener of Souls. I think I'm just going to keep the early game here, and I think I really want that early board presence to be able to contest the board and maybe even just have some minions to soak up something like a Hounds of Fury play from our opponent. See the Time Lost Glaive come down, so I think that pretty much means it's going to be no minion Demon Hunter, kind of as I expected. And not going to do anything here, I want to hold on to the coin. The Hunt to the face, and they are going to take a swing here and begin to push damage, so already we can see our health total a little bit under threat in the early going. I'm going to get down to Petal Peddler, likely just play one of our dragons next turn. Unlikely, I think, that our opponent is going to go to the trouble of removing this minion. We see the Wyvern Slumber. That's both good and bad for us. It's a little bit slow, but when those minions awaken, we're going to have to deal with them. Location coming down from our opponent. They're going to be able to push decent amount of damage here. It looks like they are going to trade for the Peddler. I think that's good for us. If I'm in their position, I'm just shoving all damage face. Take the game to a face race. I think we probably just need the draw here. And Elise actually the perfect pickup. We're definitely going to keep that. Likely just playing the Elise next turn and go ahead and try to get a location online. I'm going to coin out the Creature of Madness. Again, just looking to have something on the board. 3 attack and lifesteal on a Rusher is exactly what we're going to need for this game. And just taking a trade here, trying to protect my health total. Again, general idea of the deck. If we can survive till the Stegodon stuff, we should be able to win the game. We are going to have to keep in mind, I think, red cards from our opponent. Baronet Recruiter, that card concerns me a little bit in that if they get 2 or 3 of those Drane minions in hand and they can drop them all at the same time for only 4 mana, that can potentially put a lot of pressure on us with the 4/4s on the board. So I think I'm going to want to remove that 2/3 as quickly as possible here. Paradox the pickup, that's going to be perfect. I think I just want to play the Elise here. I'll be able to trade our 1/2, and then we'll also be able to play the Lifesteal Rusher. So we'll get down the Elise. It's also a big 5/7 body on the board. Take the 5, and I like Gain Armor here just because we're under pressure. And this is a little bit of an interesting choice. You don't always have to take the copy with this deck. I think it's easy to get mesmerized by copying your Stegodons or your Awakener of Souls, but sometimes just the 3 rushing Raptors is good. It helps us fight for the board, and it's also corpses in case we draw a Maladar. But it is close because we have 2 rushing lifesteal minions in hand. And a 5/5 copy of that would be good. I'm going to take the 2/1 rushers, though. Play the Pterodax, and I'm just going to go ahead and trade for that Recruiter. Just make sure they don't hit us with a big swarm of 4/4s here in the next turn or two. And it also still has 1 health still on the board. Hopefully our opponent has to trade into it and heal us again. Sage coming down from our opponents. That's going to be a little bit of discounts for them. For no minion Demon Hunter, they sure are putting a lot of minions on the board. Red card comes down. I'm pretty happy to see a red card on our 5/7. That's going to be 1 red card down. It's going to make it more likely that we don't see the other red card. And they just go ahead and tempo out here, so our opponent does have a threatening board here. Maladar the pickup, right after we just spent all of our corpses. Why is this game so hard? It's looking like a location play here, though. Could consider playing the Stuffy for removal and healing, but we can get more healing out of that rusher later as our health total has taken more damage. I'm just going to play this and trade. Also, by playing the location this turn, we get the 3 corpses off of the rushers, and that's going to get us closer to being able to Maladar. Still no Bone Chill Stegodon yet. We may be in a situation, though, where we just want to get out the 10 mana taunt just to try to soak up some damage from our opponent. Definitely fighting for our lives here. Also have to keep in mind our opponent is adding Death Rattle minions to the Death Rattle pool for Awakener of Souls as well as Umbra, so unfortunately that is good for our opponent, really bad for us. We also see the Sigil of Cinder, so that's going to be 6 random damage at the start of our opponent's next turn. They just push through here, again taking a lot of damage. Fortunately, the Elise is waking up. That's going to soak up some of the Sigil of Cinder damage. And I think in this spot, rather than just playing the Rusher with Lifesteal, I think we can actually just get down the Bone Chill Stegodon. Potentially it can soak up 3 hits from the Sigil of Cinder, and if it does, it might actually remove 3 minions and really hurt our opponent's ability to deal damage. So unlucky, our Stegodon lives with 1 health. It was unlikely that the Stegodon was going to die in that situation, but if it does, we left ourselves open to potentially just get a high roll outcome there. And opponent plays the best card in their deck, so they're going to be getting a free demon here. Hopefully we see a low roll. Magtheridon. Whack! So I don't think that's a low roll. It's going to be dealing damage to our board and our face, which is kind of bad for the situation that we're in. Why is this game so hard? And we're down to 10 health here. Oh! We're down to 7. Hair in the top deck, but we've actually already drawn both Awakener of Souls. So it's only going to draw 1 Stegodon. And Maladar is not able to play Awakener of Souls this turn. We don't have enough corpses. And because our Bone Chill Stegodon cleared all the minions on our opponent's side of the board, we can't even trade off the 2/1 rushers to be able to get it out. So I believe this is the best play that we can make. It's really the only play that makes sense with the situation that we're in. We are back up to 13, and we have minions on the board that will hopefully soak the Sigil. Looks like they do. But the Magtheridon is once again going to clear our board here. Not ideal, but hopefully our Stegodon, when it dies, is going to clear their side of the board. And we are going to have Maladar Awakener of Souls for next turn. We just have to be a little bit wary of second red card, but there's not a lot that we can do about it, so we're just going to have to play into it. Ah, second red card, and they actually red card our Stegodon. So their minions will survive here. But we're going to be able to Maladar and play our Rusher and heal for 7. Go ahead and trade for their biggest minion. That's going to get us a nice heal, and it kind of bridges the gap to the next turn when we're going to have our last location charge for 6 additional armor. With both red cards gone, we should actually be stabilizing and be in a good spot here. I guess they can still high roll off of the location with the demons that they get. But you can see we've been able to hold on, holding the game together with duct tape and strings. But now that we've kind of gotten into the Stegodon portion of the game, we're kind of in a good spot. I think we can just win from here. Solitude coming out. So discovering 2 minions from the Solitude, they've discovered 1 big demon from the location. Opponent likely just looking for the best possible minion that they can play for free here. We see second Magtherian. Why is this game so hard? So we're down to 9. We're still not in all that bad of a spot. We're going to get 6 armor off of the location. And I think the correct play here is just going to be to play the Awakener of Souls. I think I trade the 2/1s for their taunt. And because we have the second Awakener of Souls in hand, I'm pretty sure that we go face with the 8 damage. Yeah, I'm going to trade like this. We'll get down the second Awakener. I'm pretty sure we go face and try to set up lethal. With both red cards gone, I really don't think we should be trading on the board here. Missing 8 damage face is always kind of sad. It is correct in certain situations. But straight to the dome this time, baby. Hounds of Fury. That's going to remove some of their board here. Also 6 damage face. Looks like they get a little bit of lifesteal here. Hopefully that does not hit us in the face. Nice. That was the likely outcome, by the way, that it would hit one of the minions. Magtherian's going to clear the stuff that we have on the board, but the Awakeners are going to summon minions. Hopefully we don't summon those stupid little... Quack! The stupid little 1/1 and 2/1. Alright, we got 1 Stegodon. Quack! And we got the 1/1 and the 2/1 and 1 Stegodon. A bit unfortunate with that outcome, but even with that, you can see we're able to close out the game. Final thoughts on the deck. This does seem to be the strongest version of Stegodon Death Knight that we've ever had in Hearthstone so far. Very enjoyable. If you've liked earlier versions of Stegodon Death Knight, I think you're going to find this one enjoyable as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please like. Also feel free to leave a comment. If you're interested in more content from me, please subscribe to the channel. If you're looking for more Death Knight decks, be sure and check out the Death Knight playlist on the channel. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you next time.